fourth grade. Today I'm teaching you from my kitchen table. Today we're going to talk about our comprehension strategy for the week, which is setting and plot. Okay, when you know the setting of the story, it is where a story happens and where a story takes place. The plot is the sequence of events in the story. So the setting is where and when. And the setting is very important because it could change the events and it could change the characters. So if you think about the book Hoot took place in Florida. What if Hoot wasn't in Florida? What if it was in New York City? Some of the characters might change, the events might change. So setting is very important. Remember, we did plot before. So plot is the sequence of events. It's a problem, might start with a problem. There might be some rising action in the middle. The climax is the most exciting part. And then at the end of a fictional story, you will usually find a resolution or a solution, somehow solving the problem or tying things up. Okay? So I'm going to be reading with you page 190 to page 191 in your textbook. You can get that now if you'd like. Okay, so on page 191, a family just like ours. Madeline rolled over in her sleeping bag, blinking. She looked at her mom, curling up in the sleeping bag in their tent. She caught her mom's eyes, opening and smiling. So that was the first paragraph. Can we think about what the setting might be so far? Well, she's in a tent, so she's probably camping, right? So we're going to say, all right, that she's somewhere camping. Probably in a campground. Okay, so I'm going to say campground. All right, let's keep reading and see if we can find more information about the setting. Okay, Maddie and her mother, here we go. Morning, Maddie. Morning, Mom. Maddie and her mother crawled out of their tent in Grand Teton National Park, Wyoming. Maddie tiptoed over to peek into her dad and brother's tent. She could hear muffled snoring. So now we know some more information about the setting. It's Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. Okay, so if it's a national park, I think there's probably a lot of nature, probably a lot of wildlife. So let's keep reading. Maddie tiptoed over to peek into her dad and brother's tent. She could hear muffling and snoring. Let them sleep. How about a walk, Mom whispered, handing Maddie a water bottle. They trekked past the edge of the campsite. Suddenly, Mom stopped. She touched Maddie lightly on her shoulder, put her finger against her lips as a sign for quiet, and pointed towards the stream. There stood a huge bull moose with a giant rack of antlers, a small female moose, and a baby moose. The mother moose walked into the stream, nudging the baby moose along with her. The baby moose splashed and played in the water, just like Maddie's little brother might have done. The mother moose must have heard Maddie laugh, turned her head. The moose looked at their direction. The father moose began herding his family away. Okay, so if you were going to write down the plot or sequence of events, you might say, Maddie and Mom woke up from a tent and went for a walk. Okay, you might also say Maddie saw a family of moose as they walked. The baby moose played in the water. Mom moose heard a laugh and the father herded them away. So there really isn't a big problem in this story, but there's a little obstacle that Maddie and Mom have to wait and see what happens. And then the rising action could be the baby moose playing in the water and Maddie laughing. The climax could be the father herded them away, okay? And that could be the solution. All right, so how would this story be different if it was in a different setting? What if it was in your backyard? Would the characters be different? Would the events be different? Maybe. That's why setting is important. All right, talk to you soon.